So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Snowrunner. It's been a hot minute since we last did anything in this game together. I made pretty good progress in the meantime. The last time I made a video on my struggles in the game was when I was doing the main DLC. I mean, you know, the one set in the state of Maine. Uh, and um, and yeah, since then that I finished, well, for the most part. There are some lumber delivery missions, but that's when I'm in the mood. I will finish them once. And I also finished another DLC that was another one. And being done with that, this DLC arrived just in time. And if you're not aware, this is the latest DLC out, which brings you to Ontario, Canada, to tackle some um, forest fires. Um, and that we do. And right now it's night time, and if you don't know, the sky is red because of the fires out in the distance. They are lighting up the sky. That, and well, pretty much the center of this region is a burned down forest where the ground is still sparkling with cinder. So that's why the sky is colored like that. And right now we are building up the last watchtower that needs to be unlocked in the neighboring region. This DLC is two regions, the main one uh, where we are right now, and another one, neighboring one. And we need to deliver 2 loads of fuel drums from this here fuel station. Now, we are going to take a look at the map right away because I need to plan where I go. Oh yeah, I need to wait a second. Oh, I activated the that's why. All right, so let's see the situation. No, not that. The question is if I want to use this entrance to the burned forest, that's the name of that other region, literally, or I want to use this one. It's important because the place where we're going is here, and we need to get there. Yeah, and I feel like we're going to be good with this entrance because from this one the road is rather lengthy. Yeah, okay, we're good. So basically what we do is just roll on straight forward down the main road. Also, for today's delivery, I take the Fleet Star because, truth be told, I enjoy the fact that in this DLC you can use these starting vehicles just nicely and easily. Most DLCs require vehicles with much better off-road capabilities, but this one is a nice and easy one. So if you're looking for a DLC that brings back the uh, good old memories from the starting zone, uh, which is the Black River, Michigan area, then this is the one for you. Other than that, new additions are there is basically there is a new type of fluid, which is a liquid water. Wow, they literally invented water, the designers of the game. But all jokes aside, you can deliver water, and that is used to put out fires all over the place. There are missions surrounding that. Basically, the fire department has those missions. This is also a mission for the fire department. This is more like a scouting mission, if you like, to actually discern the damage is done to the forests surrounding area. So far, overall, this was a nice DLC, easy to tackle. So if you are looking for some easy, fun driving around, I cannot emphasize that this is the one for you. However, if you're looking for something more challenging, then, well, it's not something you will find in this one, unfortunately. So, yeah. Make your choice accordingly, I would say. And over here we have a truck that is used as like a mobile base. It has fuel and repair points because it's a strategically nice location, especially when delivering stuff to the other part of the area or the other zone. So yeah, I have it here, and we can, although we didn't use much fuel, just to be on the safe side, very fuel, change truck and back to the fleet star, put it in gear, and let's go. The tunnel to the other zone is right ahead of us. Now that I think about it, I have another vehicle with some fuel for the taking on the other side, so we will be safe for sure. That matters because the distances are, while the challenge is not big, the distances can be pretty big around these parts. So you have to plan carefully, especially with an older truck like this one, which doesn't really have that big of a fuel tank. And given the fact that in the other zone, in the burning forest, there is no fuel source whatsoever, you have to especially be on the lookout. So it's challenging. It's just not challenging in the sense that your truck sinks in the mud and then you're done for. It sets different kinds of challenges, more of the logistical ones that you can easily mitigate or beat these challenges um, if you have the trucks to go with. And also this DLC gives you plenty of trucks. Uh, like there are two new trucks. One uh, that can be seen on the screen. Oh, I don't have a cursor. Basically, the red one in bottom center, the 8 axled one. That's one of the new trucks. That's practically like uh, the game's own version, own unlicensed version of a Hammett truck. And the other one is an old uh, Russian piece. I think it's modeled after a ZL 151 or something or other. Don't quote me on that. It based on an old ZL truck is the point, which is quite interesting given the fact that we're in Canada. Yeah, but but those are the two brand new trucks. But all over the place you can find trucks from the base game or from previous DLCs that are up for the grab and you can use uh, or possibly even sell them later down the line and make some extra money. So let's go on, and we're going to designate our route once we uh, hit the crossroad over yonder, where we uh, are going to turn down from this asphalt road. Alright, so we go this way. Whoa, that was because the minimap was moving around. And this way. Or should we? Hold on a second. Hold on. Now we can. You know what? Yeah, scratch this. We can shorten this down significantly. We're not going this way. We're going on more, and we go from here, from the junction that takes us to the lumber mill. It's much quicker. And here we can actually rendezvous with the Toyota Land Cruiser. That is another fuel containing car. It has a slightly unrealistic add-on, but I don't care. I cared about utility when I chose that truck and that add-on. Utility and looks. I think we can do this just with all-wheel drive. Yeah, easy peasy. And then we can go back to just free-running wheels and uh, just the rear axles driven. The front axle can rest. This is such a nice truck. People poop on it quite often, but I will stand up and say that this is a nice truck. I was happy to have this as a starting vehicle. Uh, I was using it a lot in the early days of BFG International Transpedition Corporation. Yeah. Okay, and now we are going to need this lock cross here. To cross here quickly and efficiently without losing much time. This mission required quite the amount of things to be delivered up in the middle of nowhere on top of a hill, and this is just the uh, last load that you guys see. And it took me a good 4 or 5 in-game hours to deliver everything, especially because with some of the things I started out in the other zone, not everything was available here and not everything in the amount that was necessary. So yeah, I had to plan this one out logistically. Yeah, that way we go. Basically, we're going to go past the farm. There is a relatively large farming area, which unfortunately you cannot put in use, even though, as far as I know, even though, you know, farming has become the thing in this game. Imagine how cool would it be if you could get other areas where you could use your farming tools down the line. After being done with the farming DLC, which I do have, by the way, it's just I haven't touched it. I was considering to do it on video, and basically I would say we can do that. You just have to let me know how we doing on. I think we don't need fuel right now. Yeah, that's the scout slash fuel delivery truck that I use now. Back when I last recorded videos in the main area DLC, I used a different one, but I stopped using that because it was basically like an unfinished mod and the maker never finished it. So I was like, then I could go for something better. So for the longest time I was looking for the right one, and I actually found this nice Land Cruiser. It was released just around the time this DLC landed, and I went into this DLC. So yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna, yeah, that. It's not like there are too many forks in the road where you can get lost, but there are a few ones. And when you are actually on the ground, uh, you get easily confused. So I usually mark it out, and then this truck here is a nice marker as to where do I need to go with my load. Also, this part is asking for some diff locks. But then in here I would actually be prompted to switch it off because of this small stretch of concrete. Yes, and so this is basically the farm that I was talking about. And the fields surrounding the farmyard, they are basically underwater, so you cannot really put them in use. And then an abandoned oil rig. It's another asset that was used in the Michigan area. Where basically one of your missions was to carry some oil digging equipment from an old site to, if you remember. Here I'm going to be prompted, yes, I was prompted to turn the diff lock off because it started to get heated. So I did that. But then again, over here this climb is a bit tricky, so we have to switch it back on right away. And then off. It's on, off, on, off. This section. But as you can see, it's not a very challenging road. There are a few tricky parts where you get the scare that you may be flipped over, but for the most part it's pretty okay. It's not too wet, not at all muddy. Boulders are relatively few and far between, and right now as I'm saying it, this is an area with boulders, but it's manageable, I would say. Oh wait, yeah, we're struggling because we don't have the diff lock on, and we're actually climbing a fairly steep part. can actually avoid builders around. Let's see. There is a warning sign, but that's not for us. Yeah, watch for fallen rock. We're already through that part. Better to be safe than sorry. That's a lesson that I have learned. Oh wait, yeah. You see now, this is a very tricky junction. If I'm not paying attention and I don't have markers, I would easily go the wrong way. In fact, twice in a row. So yeah, I'm just pointing it out that actually necessary, at least for me. If you can find your way around quick and easy, then good on you. I usually play it safe with them navigational tasks in this game. Obviously there are sections of each map where you go drive past like a million times, and those you know by heart, but there are ones that aren't as frequented, and so you probably better to navigate through it. And here we are. Our super duper giga chat USMC truck is parking over yonder to mark the way up here. And basically this is like the final stretch, and once we delivered these fuel drums, we are done with this mission. There we go. Cargo management. As you can see, I delivered service spare parts. Those were taken from the other region, as well as the fuel. And then the wooden planks and the short logs were coming from this region. But that took some planning as well. I also used the Aramatsu Forester, so yeah, it was quite the mission. But now we are done. So let's enjoy the fruits of our labor. Well, I do enjoy it. Okay, so watch point is now accessible, and also we got a truckload of money. Alright, and now can we like use it? Oh yeah, okay, watchtower opened. So let's launch observation. Not like we didn't discover most of everything in this area. However, there was a hidden objective that yeah, over here. Water boom 5. Probably we need to deliver a bunch of stuff to this here. Yeah, as you can see, for the most part, this area is covered now. Alright, so what's next? Uh, Restoring water tower. That's supposed to be a short one, especially if we have everything we need here. One crate of consumables and small pipes. There is two small pipes. Wait a second. And no consumables. How about here? Yeah, two more small pipes and no consumables again. So consumables has to be brought in from the other zone again. You see, um, okay, another restoring this here water tower again. Consumables and metal walls. Uh, Now over here we sure find metal rolls, and so do we here. That's the quick part. Uh, but again, the consumables. Basically, if I was a tricky person, and I will be one, I will do it so that I take, for example, the fleet star, and I bring down uh, two crates of consumables, and I use that truck to deliver those, and I use locally available vehicles to do the rest. Yeah, I just have to figure it out, but that's going to be off camera, because right now over here we are done. So thank you for watching, and see you next time, probably with our regular programming, that is Red Alert 2. Thank you for watching. TTFN.